Hello guys, and this is Adam, and this is Blender 5.0.1, and basically today we will be focusing on the viewport and testing the viewport. And then in terms of what we are going to use, we're going to use the GPU. Now, we came to the conclusion that using the GPU is better than using the CPU, and if you do not know the difference between the GPU and the CPU and all of that fun stuff, there is actually a video on the channel which is basically me giving a guide on what are the Apple chips and which Apple chip or device you should be getting. I did explain all of that there, and you can check the description and then the links in the comments for you to check that video. With that being said, let's go ahead and simply test. So right now we are in the solid view. So as we can see right here, we do have this table. This is, by the way, the classroom project which you can download yourself. We only have 8 gigabyte of unified memory or RAM in terms of the MacBook Neo. You cannot go higher than that, and still, even with that, we actually are moving inside solid without any issues. And I can zoom in towards something. Let's go ahead and duplicate these chairs. So I want to duplicate a few of the chairs and maybe make a scene that is similar to a video game called Fatal Frame or even the video game Control. By the way, if you are wondering about what the performance would be for Maya instead of a Blender, if that is something you are planning to use, well, lucky you, there is a video on the channel already for that with the MacBook Neo itself. Go ahead and check that after you watch this video. Watch it to the fullest. And while you are doing that, give me a subscribe, a like. It only costs you one click, but for me it means the word, so please do that, and thank you very much. So far with solid, I do not have any problems of any kind, just moving, and there is no delay at all. And then if we want to do the wireframe, and then for example you want to check the topology for something, you can do that. My favorite object through everything is actually this scout right here, because I am really fascinated by the topology of this and how the triangles are being set up and everything. So with that, if you want to use the wireframe, you can do that. Now let's do a material overview. Oh wow, okay, so material overview, the material preview, as soon as you click on it, it would actually go in. It seems like the material preview is just ready to go from the get-go without any issues. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and do more copies as well. And I want to see if we get to a point where it would actually like break, because I'm trying to break it. So I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. So I have copied a lot of stuff, so let's see. So I want to see the statistics. So basically I'm gonna open scene statistics right here. So now we have 155,000. That's in terms of our verts. In terms of the faces, we have 152 faces. So basically that gives us an idea. And again, I have everything selected, so if I do not select anything, this is the total number. Let's choose a few more chairs. Let me go here. So there is the ceiling. Let's do this. Here we go. We have a chair, so I'm gonna choose the first chair, which is right here, chair 0, and then go to chair 36, and I'm gonna duplicate, and I'm gonna duplicate, and I'm gonna duplicate again, and I'm gonna duplicate again, and I'm gonna duplicate again. Keep duplicating. I want to see when it would crash. What is the limit? When it would start to slowing down and be stupidly not able to run or do anything. Let me choose this chair right here. Oh, it's not like Maya where, for example, if you select an object, you can simply click F and then it would go straight into it. You have to do it where you are using your scroll wheel. I do not want to say that's stupid, because I know Blender works in a certain way, so maybe I just have to respect it. But I wish actually when you choose something, you can simply just jump to it. So let's see. Oh wow. After having 177,000, and then in terms of the face are 172,000, and in terms of the tries, we're looking at 335. It's still not even slow, like it's smoothly fast. So I guess there is no point in going beyond that, because it seems objectively not smart to actually do so. And also I would like to do a quick render for the monster under the bed project as well. And this is the project for the monster under the bed. And here we have GPU compute and cycles. I'm gonna go to edit and then preferences. We have the GPU and then we have metal ray tracing on, so it's not set to auto. And then with that, I'm gonna go ahead and render. Now keep in mind, the first render will always be the kernel run, so 5 kernels to optimize. And with the kernel, we will not take that into account. We will start from the second run and onward. Usually when I did a render using the GPU with the Junk Shop project, it said it's running out of memory. However, I have a feeling with a project such as these, it's not going to run out of memory, and that's a good thing. Now keep in mind, if you are able to create something like this, first, props to you. Please leave your gram in the comments so I can follow you and see all your 3D stuff. Second, if you get to a level where you are creating something like this, I am sure at that point you have clients knocking at your door anyway, and probably at that time you're thinking of getting the MacBook Pro or the MacBook Air for your 3D renders and such. But let's see what the MacBook Neo is capable of. So we will wait for the kernel run. After the kernel run, we will go ahead and render it again, and let's hope for the best. I really hope this would not give us the error of the GPU is running out of memory. Fingers crossed. Let's wait and see.
Top down, city glow, yeah. Everybody know, girls jump in, champagne rain, no charge needed, we run this game. Can't stop, don't care, yeah. All stay, night alive, we move, we play, I'm untouchable.
Okay, so this is done, and this is the kernel built, and it took 3 minutes and 34 seconds, so you can definitely compare that versus what you have in case you have something. And if you do not have anything and this is your first device to get to work with Maya, well, sorry, not Maya, with a Blender, takes 3 minutes and 34 seconds. Now, again, this is with the kernel run, so let's go ahead and run it right now, and whatever number we get right now will be our official number because it would not be related to the kernel run. So let's go ahead and render it.
Ooh, yeah, they scream my name. Top down, city glow, yeah. Everybody know.
Also, can we just appreciate that a machine for $500 with 8 GB of unified memory, and that's basically shared between your GPU, your graphic card, and then the CPU, and you are still being able to render a full scene such as this, a full project that is fully modeled. You can actually export it and paste it online for people to see it for your portfolio, or even heck, maybe you would even deliver it to a client, because this project, as you can see, is a high quality project for what it offers. And that is the artistic in me talking. Let's wait for this actually to render. This is my way. Okay, so this is done, and the official number that we have is 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Again, compare that versus what you have with whatever GPU that you have, or CPU in case you do not have a GPU, or even your iGPU. Compare it versus that and see how long it would take. Please, when you do the test, in order to have a fair apples to apples comparison, you need to do the test with your device unplugged, because right now I do not have my device plugged. It's literally on the battery. So as you can see here up top, that's literally on the battery, and I have been using it since this morning, and I did not plug it in yet. I think there is like 20% left or something. So all the results that I am getting, imagine all of that is on a battery life. You're not connected to power, not anything. Now keep in mind, with MacBook Neo in a general sense, or any Mac, whether it's plugged in or not, you get the same performance. It's not like plugged in it's gonna perform better or whatever that might be. That might be a different case for the M5 Max, but we will test the M5 Max when we get to it, as I am working toward these chips from the smallest to the biggest. So basically we will start with the 18 Pro all the way up to M5 Max. You are plugged in or not plugged in, you get the same performance. So if you actually wanna make the comparison as fair as possible, run it on your laptop, but have it unplugged and not being run at all. And if you have a PC like a tower PC, run it on your tower PC, but unplug your PC from the wall and try to run it on your PC and see if it would render without it being plugged into the power. And I know I am being sarcastic here, so bear with me. Night alive, we move, we play. I'm untouchable, this is my way.